Hey, Ryan. I'm live. Would you mind going in and checking? Put something in the chat. Can you guys, Martin, Ryan, can you guys hear me? Hey, what's up, Creel? So, can you guys hear me? Creel, hi. Somebody answer me. Can anyone hear me? Oh, nice. Creel, awesome. All right, so I got something going on. It's kind of a mind F for me, but I have another phone on a hotspot that I can see, and I'm staring at the chat. But the phone you guys are watching is behind me fishing. So now I can watch the chat and not have to face the camera. Is that a British flag? Are you really from the UK? What's up, Catfish Chris? Now the problem is I just spent like 10 minutes figuring this all out. I think I had a bunch of hits. I think I gotta rebait my lines. So I'm gonna see if I can pay attention to the chat. Are you guys experiencing any like me twice? Because the problem is I can't figure out how to mute my other phone, so I keep hearing myself after I speak. All right, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna see if I can mute my other phone here. It sounds good. Man, this is cool. So what I'm gonna do at the Rising Sun event, I'm gonna set one of the cameras directly above the weigh-in, so you guys can see the fish directly above the scale the whole time. But then I'm also gonna have a second screen or a third screen with me talking. But I'm gonna mute that mic so you only hear me talking. All right, Krill, I'm gonna take your advice. Too many times are things going good and people screw it up. All right, for anyone out here watching who's interested, me, my buddy Sheen, Ryan Bortz, Austin Harding, we're out here. We're dragging Grand Lake St. Mary's. The tournament goes from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. I'm running shad and skipjack. Ryan's running a mixture of chicken, shad, and skipjack, and drum maybe. I believe Austin's running bluegill. I have no idea what Sheen's running. I know he has shad on him, but I have no idea what he's running. I've gotten a million hits. I didn't lower my bait size, like my hook size, so I'm still running 8s and 10s. I have a feeling I probably would have caught a few by now if I was fishing smart, but oh well. I was just I call it reverse bumping, and I'm about to start it again. I'm gonna reel all these rods in, rebait, and then I'm gonna go back to reverse bumping. I'll explain what that is as I'm going. All right, this is awesome. All right, let me close this, leave the comments. All right, so I'm here. It looks good. I just got a hit. All right. The only thing that stinks is if I have the chat on this one, I can't have the picture up. So if like my picture freezes or anything, I'll never know. Oh wait, maybe that'll increase the quality. I just turned my camera off on this phone. Because the comments on this phone, they're not just like popping up on the, like when you're the host, the comments just pop up on the right-hand side. It's not doing that for some reason on this phone. All right. Let's get this bait freshened up and continue this drag. I've been getting hits at every speed, 0.3 to 0.8. So I'm in front of all my buddies, so I drop down to 0.3. So hopefully they can catch back up and be part of this. I'm gonna go. I got Skipjack's been hit the hardest. So we're gonna go 2 skip, 1 shad. And of course I grab the shad out first. That's a fresh piece of that skip. Was this already used? No. All right. Am I at the most recent comment? The last thing I see on here is Creel saying the sound's perfect. No. Okay. I got a fresh piece of shad I just cut. And we're gonna get a skipjack head back out there. Now I normally don't run skipjack on inland lakes because it's not natural. But the last few channel cat lakes I was on, they crushed it. So and it gives me something different over the other anglers. I can essentially guarantee no other angler came out here with the idea of using shad or skipjack intentionally. What's up, Aaron Grubb? All right. What's up, Joshua Perham? Good to see you, man. Perpinator? That's a great name. Yeah, it is a pretty cool setup. Thanks, buddy. All right. I'm back at the top. All right. I think I'm at all right. We're gonna get these we're running 2 planer board, BCAT boards. Giant shout out to Ryan Bortz and Daniel Leake for saving that company. The owner, awesome guy. He was shutting down shop just for more time with him and his wife, which is very respectable. But it's a product it's a great product, and a lot of people want it. So Ryan runs them, I run them. We've been running them since before they sponsored the scene a long time ago, and him and the owner of Catfish Sumo saved the company. So Daniel Leake owns the company now, and Ryan Bortz makes the boards, and he went up to the previous owner of Catfish Sumo. I'm sorry, of BCAT boards, learned how to make the boards, and he's making them exactly how they were. So you guys don't experience any kind of change in product quality with the change in owners. And honestly, I'm glad it stayed in America. That means a lot to us as well. And it meant a lot to the owner. He said he had offers to send it overseas, but he didn't want that to happen. Running single, I'll show you guys the rig here in a second, sorry. Running single hook dragon rigs. It's a really, really simple rig. You would think that, Aaron. It's a struggle bus right now. I haven't checked the scoreboard, but a half hour in, no one had a fish on the board. Granted, I've chatted with every single person out here fishing with us. I'm pretty sure no one has the correct gear on. All right. I'm going to increase my speed while I put my planer boards out. Every click up on the motor is 0.1. So I just hit the motor point or 4 times. So my speed within the next couple seconds here should increase 0.4 miles an hour. I think this is the 5th time I'm freshening my bait. Oh, I had this one out there far. Yeah, I'm running silly size baits. These baits are way too big for what we're doing. I'll probably break down at some point and put baits on and hooks on that we should be using. My outside boards are going to have skip. The board I'm going to reverse bump is going to have shed. I'll catch up with chat once I get this casted out. Oh, well, I never showed the rig. Sorry. It's really simple. It's 3-way swivel, 1.5 foot, Catfish Sumo float about 3 inches to the hook. It's the most standard dragging rig you could possibly think of. If there's any kayakers watching, this is a little trick for setting up a planer board. Point the rod behind you, and even my midget ass can grab the line really easily. You want to grab the line before you go to put your planer board on. And I let my planer board out. I try and let it out as far away from the boat as possible. Let it get a little tension so it's actually pulling. Give it a little line. Put it back in the holder. Now you'll notice my outside rods are down and my middle rod's up. That's by design. We've noticed that rods pull much harder the lower the nose is to the water, which makes sense because if your clip is at an angle, it's going to pull your board at an angle. It's going to want to come towards your rod tip. If your rod tip's straight down, your clip is more parallel with the water. It's going to want to pull against the water harder. Now, don't forget to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 clicks down. Now let's catch up with chat. All right, we're good. I didn't miss nothing. And now we're going to reverse bump on another rod. I was reverse bumping on this rod. What that is, it's just a bumping rod while you're dragging. And you hold it in your hand, let a little line out, pop it up. Let a little line out, pop it up. It's much more effective with current. Last Rising Sun, I caught, 25, 30 fish over 2 days. I would say 80% of them came on my one rod that I was holding in my hand doing this. And every hit that I got came on the pause. So there's something to it. My guess is fish follow the bait, follow the bait, follow the bait, and then you pause it right in front of their face. And they have 2 options. They either hit it or they swim away. Whereas when you're consistently dragging at a consistent speed, they can follow the bait for a mile and then decide to just swim away. Oh, crap. This is the wrong one. And you could do this with or without a float. I was just doing it without a float. Now I'm going to do it with a float. With a float in the lake doesn't work all the time, so I might have to go back to without a float. the lack of tension when it pulls. Like, that's why it's easier when there's current. The lack of tension, sometimes the float just floats straight up and gets tangled in your main line on the pause. All right. At least this rod has an appropriate sized hook for what we're doing. All right. Also, now I can go live when I'm bumping because I can watch the chat while I'm doing my thing. All right, let's grab a water. I'm only going to go live for like an hour or so, if that, because I just want to get some footage to see how it looks. This is actually more prep for the Rising Sun tournament. People who are watching, I filmed their event. Ah, peach tea. All right, Martin's UK International. Very good. You're the last one with a. All right, I'm all caught up on chat. All right, let's skip to reverse bumping. Also, I'm in Ohio. If anyone's watching, that rod and that rod are not baited and don't have their lines out. But a lot of times, you know, this length series stuff is open to boats as well. They see us with 5 rods out, and sometimes they question us, which is fair. They're brand new to this world. We've been doing it for a few years now. So they're like, wait a second, I thought you're only allowed 3 rods. We don't have any storage. We don't have anywhere to put them. So if you're in the length division and you see us kayak guys with our rods fanned out like this, like Games of Thrones, we're still only running 3. It's just an optical illusion because we don't have anywhere else to put them other than their engaged position. Seems like it's working. So what I'm doing here is, if you guys can see me from behind, letting line out, letting line out, letting line out, stopping it, popping it up, letting line out, dropping my nose tip, letting line out, popping it up. So now my dragging, if you guys are watching, my dragging bait's going like this, and then it stops. And then it goes like this, and then it stops, and it floats up. Because when you pull it, it comes down. When you stop, it goes up. So anything that's following your bait doesn't have a choice. It's either that's got a fish on it, I think. It definitely had a hit. If anybody was watching, tell me if that rod just had a hit. Because there's no snags out here. Am I caught up on chat? I just never know. You're in the show. Everyone can see you. Chat. Comments. Okay, good. Only thing that sucks is I'm running single hook rigs. I normally run double hook rigs on channel cat lakes. So if a rod gets hit, you're playing with fire if you leave it out. You don't know if there's another bait. Whereas, at least if you're running a double hook rig and your rod gets hit, there's more than likely another opportunity on it. I was doing this, what I call reverse bumping up at Sandusky. It worked, and it was a lot of fun, having channel cats almost rip rods out of your hands. But it worked easy because there's a tide. What was that, Ryan? That one's getting a hit. See, the problem is the fish are so small in this lake. Like, I can tell it's a hit, but it's just so minute. If anyone's in the chat, how does the video itself look? Because this is a new phone. Last year, or 2 years ago, or was it last year? I can't remember, when we did this tournament. I was running one of Freddie's rods, the FOA rods. Shout out Freddie. And I don't know how long I had a fish on, but I had like a 15-incher on for, I think, like 2 hours, and I just never knew. Really, the video's good? Everything's going perfect today, minus the fish hitting. Well, minus the fish hooking up. Ryan and I, we were tying rigs and stuff up at the launch before we came out. Everything was working. Everything was going perfect. And we were like, man, this is bad juju. Something's going to go wrong while we're fishing. Hey, what's up, Hooks and Hammocks? Chris, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for joining the live. I'm really happy this is working. I would like to go live more. I never had a good setup, and I feel uncomfortable putting like bad stuff out. Ryan who? Yeah, Ryan who? Ryan Bortz. Ryan Bortz is 60 yards to my port side. My buddy Sheen is 60 yards to my starboard side. And then my other buddy Austin's probably a football field away, directly to my port. We got 7 people in the Ohio Link Series tournament. And Ryan and I, we're actually in the boat event. So this boat event is kind of like a walleye event. You're allowed to stringer them and bring them back and stuff if you want. And where Ryan and I screwed up, one, Ryan pansied out when we did it last time, and he didn't sign up for the boat event, and he more than likely would have won it with his score. I was being a bougie, and I was only keeping things like 5 pounds or heavier. I'm pretty sure their second place was like 18 pounds that day, which I would have crushed. Or maybe that was third. I just remember whatever their caching was, I would have been in with my best 6. But I just didn't feel like messing with them unless they were over like 5 pounds. The lake we're on it's like, this is a competition. You come here to fish competition. It's a fun lake to fish. I'm almost positive this rod right here has a baby on it. We'll check that here in a second. Write H&H on an 8-ounce and send it. One of these days, we're going to fish next to each other close enough. I'll run boards on my left, he'll run boards on his right, and we'll do a live that way. And we'll put the camera like right between us. Hey, what's up, Steve Mosley? Old bass boat going behind us. Believe it or not, anyone who heard that, that's how kayakers prefer you do it. If you're going by a kayaker and you're in a boat, plane, please be on plane. Be going as fast as possible. Some guys, and I get why they do this, but they don't realize they're actually doing the worst thing possible. They see us, they get kind of close, and then they come completely off the throttle, which makes the absolute biggest wake that your boat can make. Oh, that was a catfish boat. They're probably in a tournament. But like guys like me, like us out here, us four out here, you could throw whatever wake you want at us. We'll be fine. But it's the other guys. But also, my opinion, if you're kayak fishing and boaters bug you, don't kayak fish where there's boats. That's a you problem. Yeah. Same thing in the boats. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Now you would like them not to be 50 feet away like the last two boats were, but it's like if you're out here getting stressed over every boat that breaks the law or bugs you, you're just going to be out here miserable the whole time. So I just choose to not get upset. Hey Ryan, catch any yet? You suck. Who? Oh, does he? Nice. So I'm using both my phones, so I can't check the leaderboard, and I kind of run it. So I guess while I'm live, I'm not going to be able to confirm or deny what the score is. Right? Yeah, I'm either dragging debris or there's a fish on this one. We're gonna. Oh. If there's a fish on this one, it's a baby. I don't think there is, though. But if it's yeah. My bait's just getting mangled. I'd rather get it out of that small fish's face and then recast it. Yeah, it's just. So we have frozen skipjack and we have very fresh sad. The only thing that sucks about the frozen skipjack is it was frozen well, but there's no denying that it's a lot easier for them to just follow and nip at the back of it. So like the back of, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's all like shredded. It's just been nibbled on the whole time. So what I'll do is I'll go out there and I'm gonna throw a better piece of shad out. Now this rod rack's really sweet. I no longer have to hang my stuff in the water while I wait. I could just hang my hook on one of my rod holders and my hook doesn't go away. All right. That's actually a normal channel cat setup. We're going to throw, even though my skipjack's been hit the most, we're going to throw a traditional channel cat bait out. Your standard channel cat rig is like 5 or 6/0 Daiichi D85. That's like a very common one. I'm a big fan of the Catfish Sumo, not their hangry hooks. They sell too, the other style. It mimics, sorry, Randy, I can't remember. Little Devils? She Devils? Randy with Minotaur Hook, shout out. Thanks for sponsoring last year. He has these hooks called the She Devils. They became my favorite channel cat hook. The heavyweight champion hook is a very similar option, or very similar action. So this is a 6/0 Catfish Sumo Catfish champion. God, I'm the worst. I'm so sorry, Daniel. The not hangry hook. That's what it is in the 6/0. Actually, it's a good time to show the rig. Here's the rig. three-way swivel. I do my weight straight down to it, if you guys can see that. Ryan does it the opposite. We're both successful. And then where it comes out to the T, to the float, Daniel's floats are really cool. And he needs to do more advertising on how these are made. So not every float like this has a through wire. A lot of them just have those circles, and it's just part of the plastic. So what if you tie it side to side, it's one continuous line to your hook. So if you tie on the back circle and you tie on the front circle, there's a through wire on here. So there's not a piece of plastic holding your line together. It's a through wire. Which if you break these open from other companies, a lot of them do not have through wires. The majority of them are just a plastic float, and it's just like screwed. It's just like a screw eye screwed in. So, and then you got your 6-aught heavyweight champion hook and a piece of bait that is way too big. I should be using a bait half this size. The whole lake averages 5 to 7 foot deep. We're in 6 right now. So normally I would cast out, let myself go a little bit before I put on the planer board, but since it is so shallow, I can put my planer board on right now. Point your rod away from you, grab your line. Set your board up. I drop it down as far as I can away from me, which ain't too far because I'm short. I don't know if you guys heard that. Austin just yelled, "There ain't no damn fish here, Mike," and then hey, I didn't force y'all to come fish next to me. Also, today's tournament. This is not like a traditional national event. This is a traditional online tournament. Show up whenever you want. Fish. What? Yeah, funny. Haha. He said, yeah, we catch fish in those. Honestly, the best fishing is going to come around 7 and 9. Like, that's when the best fishing is going to happen. But I didn't want to test my live out then. So, but yeah, what I was saying, it's not a traditional national event where we all show up to the same spot, get an identifier and all that stuff. You can come show up, start fishing whenever you want after 3 o'clock. We took all the rules of the Grand Lake St. Mary's boat tournament that's here. We adopted all those. 6 fish. And yeah, what else? Yeah, you can fish till whenever you want. It don't matter. Your picture cutoff time is 10, but there's no you don't have to check back in anywhere afterwards. So you can fish till 10. You can fish till midnight. That's kind of the beauty about the online stuff is not only the CPR. Let's say you're out having a great fishing day, and you want to fish for 3-4 more hours after tournament's done. You can if you want to. There's nothing stopping you. Because I get to digitally see when all your pictures cut off. Our tournament ends at 10. You're allowed to submit fish until 11. We do that because, sometimes people don't have great service when they're out on the water, or they're in-person events, they want to focus on fishing. So that way, when they're done, they can go to their car, submit all their stuff. Some people call it sandbagging, which is fair. That hurt. Because there are some guys who think it's cute to hold all their fish till the end on purpose. I just think they're douchebags. Because you're not doing anything to promote the scene by doing that. You're just doing it for yourself. Wanna be outdoors? What's up, bud? Ryan just yelled, "What's up?" Wait, do you want me to invite you in? Oh, you don't have your phone holder? All right. I'm going to get back to reverse bumping. Ha! Ryan said he wants to get tanked and drink liquor and shit, so he's not going to. Ooh! The rod I just grabbed just had a little tap. All right, chat is. I have more problems with the boats cutting me off to fish in front of me when I'm trolling. Oh, see, yeah, Steve, that can be tough. Oh, thanks, Hooks and Hammock, for sharing it. Maybe I should do this backwards next time. Maybe I should have this phone being the camera, well, not this time, but like next time, because like I wanted to highlight a chat, but since I'm not on the chat that I'm looking at's not on the main one, and I'm not the host on this one, I can't do it. I don't know. Can you guys hear Ryan when he yells at me? It's kind of funny. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll show the hat real quick. I don't know if they can make it out. All right. I'm going to turn around and show you guys the hat. You probably won't hear me well because my mic is in the back of the kayak. All right, so since Ryan was cool enough to drive 5 hours, 6 hours to fish a Channel Cat Lake tournament, I'm wearing his hat, but he got one custom made for me that says Fat Mike. Brandon Hunter, if you're watching, Ryan and I talked a lot of crap about winning this point race for this series. It ain't looking good for us. A little girl yelling. No, the front of my hat says Ryan Boards, Blue Collar Fishing, his logo, and then the back of my hat says Fat Mike. Man, you're giving little girls a lot of credit, comparing them to me. A dying seagull. A dying seagull. Oh, I think you guys are just messing with me. Bank Fishing Adventures. What's up, dude? Or, man, dudette. Oh. Ryan, have you gone on to the live at all? Is it like going well? All right. Maybe I'll do this more often. If I fish. Yeah. Hey, Chris. I need to start getting your names. Stacy, hey, dude. Because I recognize a lot of these, like, names and avatars from other lives. I normally don't chat in them. What I do is, like, if I see Hooks and Hammocks or, like, Parker Pursuits, Creole, Chunky, like, anybody. If I see anybody live, if anyone pops up live on my feed, I normally can't watch. But what I do is I open their live up and throw in another window, so they're just getting that continuous watch time. Because even if I can't watch, at least I can still support. I'm one of the last few people who does the majority of the stuff on his computer still. chase down the coffee with some peach tea. That's all good, Sean. Sean, our next one is August at Griggs, I believe. Don't quote me. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna chase flatheads there or if I'm gonna drag for channels. I think what I'm gonna do is, because it's another day-night tournament, I think I might drag first and then switch over to chasing flatheads. Ooh. Flatheads are my favorite. They're gold. Catching anything, Shane?
Not a really nice man.
This is the part of the tournaments where you start questioning everything that you're doing. This is where you need. But you got to either stick to your guns or make a big change. Yeah, it's a channel cat lake. There's the occasional flathead caught, but there's nowhere real. They're here, but they're nowhere. There's nowhere really for them to like hide, hole up. So I think the average depth is 4 to 5 feet. The whole thing. We're currently in 6. We are dragging into the wind about 0.4 miles an hour. I actually might up that. I was getting most of my hits at 0.7, 0.8, so. That was grass. You're right. Grass taking my baits off. Redheaded like the last one. I'm trying to think what the last one was. Are you talking about when I was bumping below Nickajack? I'm trying to think of which fish that was. Oh, yeah. That was the last trip. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got another one coming out Monday. Same spot, doing the same thing. It has like two cool things that happen. Right in the beginning, something cool happens, and then right at the end, I do something really dumb, and I have to speed up the camera 5x just to get it down to like a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Wait, you did something dumb.
I don't even know if I told you what happened that day.
You were probably too embarrassed.
I was spoiler alert. I was bumping, so we were about to get pissed on by a storm. Me, Mark, and Andrew. Below Nickajack Dam the day before the tournament. So I saw the storm coming, so I walked the bait with my other rod, Fleagle's reel. I let it go 530 feet out. And then I clicked the spool, put it down, started walking my other rod. I'm like, whatever. Whatever happens, happens. These are my last 2 bumps. Well, the biggest fish I caught that day smokes my bumping rod. And I couldn't, like, stay in spot lock. So I had to kill spot lock. I'm fighting the fish for a little bit. and then I'm reeling in my line and my rod holder a little bit, and then I'm fighting the fish, and then I'm reeling my line. Well, the problem was I couldn't reel them both in fast enough. My line and the rod holder ends up going over my head, so it ends up the other way. Spins my kayak around. Oh, you got a dink tap? No, not worse than falling asleep and beaching the kayak. I trademarked that. I've done that a lot more than I've shown. For anyone watching, huh? We're only in 6 foot. I'm thinking about holding my net down and just seeing if I can scoop anything. No, I know. Ryan's eating like a king this week. If you guys don't have him, go buy yourself a Ryan. He fixed my garage. He pressure washed my porch. He's painting my porch. And he did plumbing in my basement over the last 3 days. And he's painting again tomorrow. Yeah, Ryan could. I can't. I would be about 7 inches underwater. Hey, what's up, Ponzu Jody? Hey, Chris said he needs siding on his garage. Hooks and hammock. He said call him.
I mean, I'm not doing this now if you want to call.
What?
It's not like I'm busy if you call.
He said it's not like he's busy if you call him. What's up, Pontoon Jody? I run into you, Pontoon Jody, like a lot when I'm down south, and it's never planned. We're at Watts Bar skipjack fishing. We run into each other. We are dragging chick. We run into each other. Hey, Sheen, don't hit the buoy. Does he? Oh, I just had a hit. Does he work for bait? No, it's the opposite. You know what's funny, though? You jinxed me, man. I'm using bait I caught. That's why I'm not catching nothing. I haven't. I haven't caught bait in over a year. I just get bait from.
In America, if you go and drag 12 lines and not get hit for 3 hours.
I mean, you got a point. Yeah, I haven't used bait that I caught in well over a year. I actually threw a net today, and I'm using bait that I caught. And the skipjack I'm using, I actually caught down in Alabama, Ohio. Yeah, really. Thanks for that. That means a lot to me. I've always really enjoyed the live scene. It's just I can't be a part of it as much as I would like to. For anyone who joined recently, I'm dragging 2 rods, very stereotypical dragging rigs, and then that one's getting a hit. And then this rod has a bumping rig with a float. And what I'm doing is I'm going 0.4, 0.3 to 0.5, whatever it is when the wind hits. And I just like, I'm letting line out, letting line out, letting line out, letting line out. Just that stops the bait. And then I pull it up. And then I let line out, let line out, let line out, let line out, pull it up. I did this at Rising Sun last year. Of the 5 poles I was running, this caught 85, 90% of the fish.
Got 100% of the day.
Which is 0.
Exactly. I have to cut right a little bit, Mike.
Am I? Okay, I'll cut right. I mean, I kind of like being this close.
Well, you're pushing me into Holly.
Oh. Oh. Dude, I should net that dead catfish and put it on the board. Dude, that guy's in rough shape. Damn. Oh. Thank you for the sub, Pontoon Jody. I got a newfound fake sub base. I had some dumb short go viral, and it got me like 2,000 subs in a month. So it's like a whole bunch of like not real subs. Ooh, come on, hook up!
I mean, big lads are just fine.
Half Century Catfishing. Let's see here. What's up, Half Century? I need to go through and give like Pontoon Jody, Hooks and Hammocks, Martin's UK. I need to go through and like give you guys like admin stuff. It's just whenever I think about it, I'm live. Well, dude, we might just be going the wrong way. We might be, or there's a chance we should be dragging with the wind and just letting the wind push us. I gotcha. It's only a 7-hour tournament, so halfway is 6:30. Oop, I just got hit. Nope, gone. I mean, or I bumped the fish, one or the other. Ooh, come on, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Nothing will make me happier than catching a fish doing something no one else is doing in front of everybody. Come on. Shout out Riley Pinger. If it wasn't for Riley, Ryan may not be fishing today. Ryan got to my house and his battery was dead. And by dead, I mean broken. So last night we went and got him off Riley. And it was an excuse to go to the dirt race. Best part about doing this reverse bumping thing is at any point in time, you can just click it off and put it in a rod holder if you get bored. It's a 2-ounce weight doing its thing. This is a mud bottom, so I'm not worried about it getting hung on anything. I could probably get away with a 1-ounce, but ugh. Thank you, Pontoon Jody. V8 velocity. Is that in reference to vehicles? If you guys ever want to experience a really fun dirt race with someone who knows what they're talking about, go with Ryan. It's going to the race is a lot of fun. Going with Ryan is an extra level of fun. Ryan, I'm gonna bump up the 0.7. I'm gonna bump up speed a little bit here, give it, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes. Every speed's getting hit, so I'm just not getting hookups. Shout out BCat Planer Board. Shout out Catfish Sumo, OCT 10, 10% off. They sponsor our trail. They sponsored this tournament in a way. What I did away with this year is no more individual sponsors for events. If you sponsor our trail, I just put your stuff on all of our stuff. So not every single thing, but I take your money, put it towards the whole scene, and then I divvy that up amongst the whole scene in different series, different this, different that. And then I title you on certain things. So it's been a much, much better sponsor experience this year than it was in the past. And our sponsors are making a killing off of us. We got 1, 2, just in this event alone, 4 or 5 kayaks from them. In the National Trail, I think 10 to 15 just this year were purchased at our one sponsor, Raccoon Creek Outfitters. A bunch of guys are moving over to Catfish Sumo gear. It's really easy to push Catfish Sumo because it's all quality stuff. Let's see here. Oh, we're talking about PB here? Oh. No. Oh, that's cute. Went from 16 to 44. Wow, that's a big jump. That's almost 3x. You trying to get a suntan over there, Sheen? No. I'll see your GPS tag. Oh yeah, I guess I can explain that for anyone watching. Me and Ryan are in a online event and a weigh-in event. And all the other guys in the Ohio Length Series, they're only in the length event. The Grand Lake St. Mary's Tournament Series, they allow stringers, and it's only a 4 to 7 foot deep lake, so stringering catfish is fine. You're not going to kill them. So we signed up for that as well, and Ryan and I. So Ryan and I are technically fishing 2 events right now. I'm hosting the OLS, the Ohio Length Series, which got a lot more than I thought. It got 7. I didn't think it was going to get 7. Last time we were here, I think it got 3 or 4. So, but not to tell the story again too many times. Last time we were here, Ryan was going to get in that as well, but he pansied out last second, didn't do it. He caught what more than likely would have won the weight division. And I was, if it wasn't over 5 pounds, if it wasn't over 5 pounds, I wasn't keeping it. So I only had 1 fish on my stringer going to weigh in, so I just let it go. We both caught 15, 20 fish that day. And when the final score came out that night, it was like a decent score for first, I believe in the low 30s or upper 20s. Second was, I think, low 20s. But third was like 17 or 16. I definitely would have been third. And I was like, damn. But of course, now that we're both committed to actually being serious, we ain't catching nothing. 3 hours into a channel cat tournament, he's got 1 bite, and none of us got a fish. Burrito Catfish Lady, what's up, girl? RCO tomorrow to start exploring options. I'm going to RCO. I'm assuming that's Ohio. RCO. Sean, let me know what RCO is. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you again, Jody. This new setup is kind of cool too because you guys can't hear it, I don't think. The wind's hitting my back. So I'm covering the mic. The mic is a second phone that you guys can't see because I have it in the background, but I have it unmuted. Oh, Raccoon Creek Outfitters. Oh. I'm sorry. When you said RCO, my brain was thinking like some sort of body of water. My strong suggestion, Sean, we met in person. Native Titan X is awesome. New Canoe Unlimited's awesome. Those right now would be the only 2 I would really suggest. There's a company at ICAST that's supposed to be coming out with a model of a kayak that I am not obligated to talk about. That ICAST is, I think, next weekend. So might want to wait on that as well. But the Native Titan X, New Canoe Unlimited, it's hard to go wrong with either of those. My next kayak next year, I'm going to try and bump around in a different kayak for RCO every single year. As you know, if they're a sponsor, is I'm either getting Native Titan X or kayak I can't talk about. And then I'm going to give them this kayak back to resell. Fish Head Videos. What's up, Fish Head? 50 cents. 50. Oh, no. Wait, hold on. 50 cents. Was that a comment or was that a super chat? I can't tell from the chat that I'm watching. A 50-cent super chat, though. That's hysterical. If it is. All right, I'm gonna go back to my other camera real quick because I'm just curious to see what it was. It's 90 degrees out. Drinking hot coffee. Singing some plantation songs over there. Whoa! All right, let's see here. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm not down on the lingo. Thank you guys for bringing all the people in. That's cool. Oh, let me get back here. Let me do some more explaining. In this tournament, the length tournament, we have this thing called a muskie bumper. I have mine folded in half. I'm not guessing that I'm going to need more than 30 inches today. If I do, cool. But I'm leaving it folded in half today. We measure the fish on our muskie bumper. We submit it to a tournament management system online on an app. It's a Fishing Chaos app. You can watch the live leaderboard, which is probably awesome right now. Download the Fishing Chaos app, look for online catfishing tournaments, the group, and go down to series, Ohio Length Series. Click on Grand Lake St. Mary's, and that's what we're doing right now. I would like post the link, but both my phones are being used. That's a good nickname, 50 Cent. That's a good nickname for half century catfishing. What I'm probably going to end up doing here in a second is shoot to the north side of the lake a little more and then let the wind push me and just drag, but with the wind power as opposed to dragging into the wind. I did not bring my drift sock. You got to be kidding me. I didn't bring my drift sock. The wind might be going a little faster than the speed I want to go. Ryan even mentioned it to me, and I said, no, I'm not going to need my drift sock. God, I hate when I make decisions like that. All right, we're going to throw the double hook rig back out. Screw it, we're throwing chicken out. Making a cardinal sin. Oh, just had a tap on the far right pole. I wonder if this is technically illegal by law. I'm setting up a fourth pole right now. As I'm going to bait my double hook rig, my kayak's too small, so my one bait technically is touching the water. I wonder if that's technically illegal. I mean, it would make sense that it's illegal because it's a pole, it's on your boat, it's baited, and it's touching the water. It's not for a lack of my bait's not getting hit. This one's torn to shreds. Oh, what you got? It's torn to shreds. All right, let's see here. Make sure it's down correctly. Yeah. All right, we're good. I'm gonna bump up my motor. 3 clicks while I get this line out. Now, not everyone does this, but I thumb the line on its way out just to kind of ensure it stays not tangled. It's very helpful in the river, especially if you're running braid. It's not required, but I don't know, it just helps my mentals out. And then once that I see it's about 100 feet or so back, I'll click it off and turn the motor back down. Actually, good time to catch up with the chat. All right, let's see here. Got one of those boards. Okay, so what kind of snacks you got? Me? Oh, I don't got no snacks. This is gonna sound crazy. I got Randy here too, but as always, he's driving and listening. Oh, hey, what's up, Randy? No snacks in the boat, believe it or not. This is gonna sound. I earned the nickname Fat Mike, but this is gonna sound crazy. Fishing's like the only reason I don't weigh 700 pounds, because this is I intentionally don't bring food on the kayak. So it's the only 8 to 12 hour stretches of my life where I'm not eating. Ryan's staying over this week and weekend to help me work on my house, and what I made for us is I made barbecue chicken thighs. I made normal chicken thighs, like just grilled chicken thighs. I made chicken legs, barbecue chicken legs. I made pork chops on the bone. Bone in is better. Oh yeah, bone in thighs, bone in legs. I made kielbasi, smoked kielbasi, and then part of some was barbecue kielbasi, some was just regular kielbasi. I made us steaks, and everything that I made, it's a 2 to 3 day process. I don't. If Creel, if you're still in here, you'll appreciate this because I know you guys down south appreciate this kind of stuff. I brine everything for at least 24 hours. For some people who don't know what brining is, it's a more liquidy substance that you put your food in. It pulls out bad stuff from your meat. Like for fish, it's really important for fish. People use buttermilk normally. Pulls out bad stuff out of the meat, but it can also impose flavor. So my brines always have a bunch of ingredients in them. And then I marinate for 24 to 48 hours. And then I sometimes smoke, sometimes I don't smoke them for, 4 to 12 hours, depending on the cut of meat. And when I'm done smoking, or, I'll throw them in the oven and bake, I'm a giant fan of reverse searing. So like the thighs, for example, and believe it or not, you cook thighs to about 185, 190 internal because they're dark meat and they have fat. Fat renders at about 200 to 205. So they have a lot more fat on dark meat on the chicken thighs and the chicken legs. So you get them to about 185, 190 internal, take them out, sear them. The searing is what reduces the fat. And then the fat just becomes like this gelatin over top the meat. And it's just such, Have you ever had thighs or chicken legs and it's like a chewy bite? It's because they only cooked it to 165 thinking it's chicken. I only cooked it to 165. That's not how you mess with dark meat. Dark meat, you want to get up to the 195 range before you sear it. You get a nice little sear and brown on both sides. You always sear the skin side first because the skin side is the presentation side. Flip it over. Then you have the meat side down. When you plate it, your skin side's nice and golden brown. Oh, I'm salivating. Oh, so good. And then if I'm doing it barbecue style, I reglaze it at the end. So that's how I got the nickname Fat Mike. Is everything I just said. Yes, Pontoon Joni, I fast walleye fish. If not, I seriously, I would be 1,200 pounds. John, I am smack dab in the middle of the lake on the east side, 1/3 in. Sheen has no idea what that is. You hear me, Sheen? My buddy just asked me in the chat, where you at? So I explained where I was, and I was like, Sheen has no idea where that is. Sheen spent the first hour and a half of the tournament trying to find us. He launched directly north of us, and I said, if you just go straight south, you'll run into us. He ended up 2.5 miles away. West. No, the pleasure boats aren't bad. Hooks and my address. I invite people over all the time, and this is what kills me the most. No one in my household has a taste for like delicious food. They just want meat, potato, like normal salt and pepper, like nothing special. No brine, no marinade, pre Italian sauce chicken breast. Ah, makes me so mad. All right, let me see. I'm gonna check my phone battery on my other one real quick. I would like to get one dang fish before this ends. That battery is I can't see. Oh my! Oh no, it's probably dead. Sean Predmore, if you're still watching, that was just me in the complete bow of my kayak. Shout out New Canoe Unlimited for stability. This one is at 37%. Jody, if you're talking about this is a GoPro mount. It's actually sweet for when I'm bumping now. I have an over-the-shoulder shot of the hit and my thumb as I'm bumping. Also, I put a how to bump video out, and I couldn't really figure out how to, like, unless you do it, it's really hard to explain. But now that I have this over-the-shoulder mount right here, I think I'm going to do like a part 2 to that, where you'll physically see when I lift off my thumb, when I drop it down, when I lift off, in comparison to hitting the bottom, lifting up, hitting the bottom, lifting up. So that's what this thing is. If you're talking about all this, my rod rack's behind me, and these are all my rods. I only got 3 out. Ohio law is 3. The 2 red rods, they are not out. The Catfish Sumo rods are all out. Sheen, I think they're free drifting. I'm going to go left a little bit. Don't even tell me. Oh, he looks dejected. I look over, Ryan's reeling a fish in, and then he just dropped his rod down, and he looks so sad. Keep on coming over here, Sheen. I'm moving more left here. You got plenty of space. Anyone who's curious, Ohio. I mean, I'm sure this is the law. What? Yeah, we got it. Ohio law, which I'm sure it's the law everywhere. If you're not under power, you have right of way. So we're dragging with our motors. There's a boat free drifting with the wind. So we're trying to, well, not under power and or anchored. They have the right of way. With very, very few exceptions. Like if I'm dragging and you post up 25 feet in front of me and kill your motor and start fishing, you are technically legally in the wrong. I had that happen at Calvin Lake once where I'm in a cove, I'm dragging out of the cove, and it was all on video. Guy pulls up within 25 feet of me, kills his motor, starts fishing, and I'm like, "Hey man, just so you know, I'm in. You're in my line. And I'm gonna hit you in like 10 seconds." And he looked at me. He's like, "I'm not under power." And I was like, "You saw me this whole time when you came in." And I was like, "All right, I'm just gonna hit you with my boat, and then we'll let the DNR figure it out." So he popped on his motor, called me an a-hole, and drove off. And then I got a couple buddies in the DNR, and I sent them the video clip, and they're like, "Nah, he was in the wrong." Intent matters. What's up, Josh Thompson? If I missed you, I'm so. Anyone new in here? If I missed you, I'm sorry. Oh, I was about to do this. I need to. My front camera where I'm talking into is about to die, so I need to rearrange my battery situation here. Sounds like my finger. Super long. There's a 10-foot cord. I run a continuous battery to my GoPros, so neither of my GoPros have a charger going right now. So I'm only getting live content, which is fine. It's not like I'm catching any fish. I guess this is the best thing to do if you're not catching fish, is to be live. I guess the views still count. Anyone curious? These are the batteries I run. They can run a GoPro for like 72 straight hours. They're Anchor something. They're a very, very big battery. I charge my, I'll watch videos and stuff on my phone while I'm fishing, while I have my GoPros running. They have 3 little ports where you can choose from for charging. And then I got them in, I don't know, a 5-quart waterproof bag, I guess. All right, so it's two hooks and hammock. It's 2 clamps. So if you're watching, it's original. I'm hung up. I'm hung up. What am I hung up on? It's Grand Lake St. Mary's. I was hung on something. That don't happen here. No, he's out of the way. Something will be hitting his line at least. What time is it? 10 minutes. I'm using the wind. Huh? Yeah, 10 minutes. I'm changing up and using the wind. I'm going to head north before I do it. Like last time we were here, we went in north. Are you? You're not going to go back in at all? All right. Actually, I'm going to do the same thing. No, you can't say nothing because we're about to start doing it that way. Same. Really? Oh, nice. Ryan hasn't even got his limit in bites. Hooks and hammock, back to your question. So from here up is your normal, I don't know, 6, 7, 8-inch, whatever, GoPro mount. But they make an extended one that's like, I think 19 inches. So what I did was I just took the GoPro clamp, connected the 2 mounts. You could do this with as many as you want. And now, like, I have a couple videos coming out that are really cool. So when I was up in Sandusky, what I did was I would get the initial hit like this, and then when I turned to fight the fish, the camera you guys are watching would watch the whole fight. And once I turned around, I would take this camera, I would go like that, and it would be back on my rods. So in my Sandusky video coming up, you're going to see me reeling fish in. I turn my back camera around. I'm going to put it up in the top right corner so you guys can still watch my rods while I'm fighting a fish, because I had a lot of doubles and triples. So while I'm fighting the fish, you're going to see my other rods go down. Like, you snag too? So you guys are going to see a close-up of my rods as I'm fighting a fish at the same exact time. And you're going to be able to see, like, those hit. I think it's neat. Maybe it's not as neat as I think, but I think it's pretty cool. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Josh. And again, thank you, Jody. Pennsylvania, that's my home state. I'm from where they film The Office. Oh, left pole just got a nib. Nice cast. I'm really mad at myself for forgetting my cat, or not forgetting, intentionally not bringing my Drift sock. Oh, hooks and hammock, the clamp. It's the extender is a knockoff. GoPro doesn't make a long one, so you have to buy it's some like Amazon cheapo big bunch of capital letters knockoff. But the knockoff clamp is an absolute joke. You have to make sure you use the GoPro clamp. The GoPro clamp is 100 times more powerful. Ugh. All right, we got 4.5 minutes. I'm gonna cut baits to prepare for the turn. As my far right rod gets a nibble. Yeah, I'm gonna cut baits to prepare for the turn, and then we'll refreshen these guys once we turn up. I will try and catch up on the chat once I'm done cutting the bait. I was about to give some advice on the bait you want to use doing this, but considering I haven't caught anything, I think I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna grab one of the jumbo shads and have a little fun with that. Well, all right. If you catch the shad I have anywhere else in Ohio, it's a jumbo. Here, it's a like mid jumbo. I don't know. It's let's see here. Actually, I have a 10-inch line. All right, so this is a 12-inch shad I have in my hand, and this isn't considered a jumbo here. But for anyone from Ohio, like you say 12-inch shad, you're like, where in the hell did you get that? What was that? Ha! Ryan just said I can't even get my bait stolen. Well, I've been fortunate enough. That's happened to me a bunch, so I guess I'm technically having a better day than him so far. All right, I need 4 baits total because I'm running 1 double hook rig and I'm running 2 single hook rigs. Ryan, you cool if I tell him what you're running? Yeah. Ryan's running you son of a mocking me. Ryan's running 3 double hook rigs. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Well, one of his rigs has 3 hooks, but I'll let him explain that. Yeah, we're gonna reel in these planter boards, turn around. I'll catch up with chat once I get everything reset up. Ryan and I were, Sheen, we're about to just kill it and drag with the wind. I forgot my damn drift sock, so I'm going to have to just do whatever the wind. I think the wind won't be too bad, though. I think it's going to be like 0.5 to 0.8, which isn't terrible. Huh? Yeah, your boards are going to backwards. So when you put your boards out, you got to like think about it backwards. Oh, you got your rod holders on the side. Man, that's going to make it so much easier for you. Dude, you don't have to worry about it. If you get into a 15-pounder, it's going to be an amazing time. Amazing time. Oh, something else that we're doing, anyone in the chat, Grand Lake St. Mary's, to attract more fishing, they have 150 tagged fish on the lake right now. Each fish is worth a different value. If you catch... No, it's real. If you catch a tagged fish, you call the DNR or you call there. My buddy has a number of someone else who can come and certify it. You got to bring it back alive. They got to certify it, and each tag is associated with a prize. The lowest prize is $50. The biggest prize is $5,000. So we are out here fishing at Channel Cat Lake. We are in competition, but we are also in competition for, or potentially, you catch one fish out here, it could be a $5,000 day. But they don't have the prizes and the tags listed anywhere. That way, people can't game the system, kill fish, retag fish, all that kind of stuff. And they have to be returned alive. That's another. I'm really happy they did that. It has to be returned alive. Granted, they didn't do that for CPR reasons. They did it for cheating reasons. But hey, whatever to get them back alive is all that matters. For the people who are unaware, Ohio has a. Oh, you son of a mother. Okay. Ohio has a pay leg problem, which in turn turns into a commercial fishing problem. All right, we're spot locked now. And without going on a soapbox, I've seen a bunch floating by. I've seen a bunch of dead ones float by. But yeah, we yeah, it's sad what they do to our fish. All right, time to reel in the double hook rig. I haven't done the drifting with the wind thing only without a drift sock ever. So we're gonna see if I can even do it manageably with the kayak, with the rod rack. I ain't catching much, so I'm not here to have a headache and not catch much. So if it don't work, I'm gonna just I might ditch these guys and go find somewhere else and keep dragging this way. Let's. My leaders are. One's about 18. No, they're both about 18 inches to the float, and then this one I got 8 inches to the first bait, 3 foot to the second bait. Oh, you probably got the better leaders. That's not bad. I mean, they're probably too short, but here's the thing. It's not like we're killing it. You know what I mean? So, like, if you see one of us catch something, switch up. And vice versa. Now that you told me, if I see you catch something, you're going to see me with 6-inch leaders. Only one. Yeah. Ryan's running all double. I'm running one. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'll catch up with the chat and everything once I figure out how I'm going to do this without having lines going across my face. Uh-oh, the camera angle might suck now because we're about to have the sun directly in our face. Oh, crap. I'm going to have to put these rods down somewhere. Fish out of a kayak. All right, that works. Sideways. Oh, I really wish I had my cat. All right, I'm gonna stick to the plan. I'm gonna go north. Ryan, I'm gonna head north a little bit. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do what you're doing, but I'm gonna head north a little bit. I, I said, I guess I'll figure out what just fell out of my kayak when I get back to the ramp. I don't think this might not be possible without a good sonar. Wait, hold on. We're gonna figure this out. If I have this rod up, this rod down, this rod that way. All right, we're gonna figure this out, guys. This rod, this will be right here. That'll be there. Oh, come on. Really? How'd that happen? Oh man, I'm going almost a full mile an hour. We'll give it a half hour, whatever. Man, just don't be lazy. Just bring your stuff out. The boards will pull your speed down a little, but I wonder if I no, And my motor's going to straighten. Who knows? Maybe this is the ticket. I'll try and catch up to the chat here in a second. I apologize. Just resetting stuff up to try and make this side drifting thing work with a rod rack. Ryan's on a fish, of course, and he has a drift sock out, cutting his speed down. That's just going to make me mad because I don't have a way to cut my damn speed down. All right, I can do this. All right, we're good. I can do this. I cast this one out, put a planer board out there, we're golden. All right, the only thing that's actually frustrating is not having a drift sock. Oh, I think Ryan lost it because he's casting the bait back out. Oh, this one might have just had a hit. I know this is the most, I'm sure it dropped down to like 2 people watching, if that. The most riveting part of a live is when someone's changing up their stuff and complaining. Hey, what if anyone here is a fisherman and not just a watcher, you get it. This one's gonna hit. That's gonna hit. This might be the ticket. Now over time, you learn like the difference between hit and just wakes like bouncing it. I just had 2 good hits. I'm gonna rearrange this in a second so you guys get a better view of the rods. Is somebody on one? Who? Oh, apparently Ryan did land it. 15 3/4 inches. Oh, hey, he's on the board at least. That's what she said. On them. All right, this isn't actually, I thought this was going to be so much worse than it is. This isn't bad at all. Yeah, I could totally do this. This isn't bad at all. Now let's change this angle to here. Yeah, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. All right. So that rod, you guys can't see that rod. All right, this rod, that rod. Okay. All right. This really isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. The planer boards brought my speed down a little bit. You definitely wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing without planer boards because all my lines would be like coming together in one spot. The camera angle's not terrible. The only thing I didn't think this through because I'm an idiot. I set myself up on my port side, which is my electronic side, which isn't a big deal. Like I can net over the electronics, no problem. But it would be ideal not to net over top of my electronics. I should have did it out of my starboard side, so my nose is facing that way. That way, when I go to net them, they'd be netting over a clear side, not electronics. All right, let's check out. Let's see here. Oh, just had a hit. Man, last time we were here, same exact thing happened. We barely caught any dragging into the wind. We started drift dragging, and the hits and fish started coming. All right, let me see here. I'm gonna try and catch up to the chat. Mike, I got a new boat, so look for me on it. 2020 Carolina Skiff. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I gotta catch up. I got lots to catch up on. I'm sorry. Butterflies and sunshine. What's up, guys? Ride the wind, Jody Job. Josh, yes, I am fishing with boards. Yeah. So Jody, if I didn't have my King Cat affiliation, I would be no holds bar, swearing, not caring. You know, not making it super unfamily friendly, but I cuss. Like I'm not good. There's nothing like I talk like a human being. I'm not a robot. But out of respect for my King Cat affiliation, I don't. They've never once told me I got to change. So shout out to King Cat. You know, they're very by the book, very professional. I run tournaments for them in the kayak side. They have never once asked me to change anything, and I have a lot of respect for them for that. All right, I think I caught up to the chat. I don't know. I'm not good at this. Hi, Look Lady, Martin, Look Lady, Josh Thompson, Mike. Someone just tried to. Oh, that sucks. I'm not gonna voice. This one's getting hit. Come on, land. Hook up. I'm not gonna voice my political. Oh, that's a good hit. He's on. Oh no! It's a monster! All right, we're on. This thing is gonna be. Oh, I guess I got a 2-pounder on, guys. With 2 pound. Oh, oh, I didn't think this through. I gotta get around this rod. Oh, I might fall out of the kayak. Oh, there's no pressure now on the fish. All right, let's hold on. Let's get this chat all the way up. Can I just boat flip you? Please, I just want to boat flip you. I don't want to use my net on you. We're both, whatever. If he falls off, he falls off. No. I'm catching up to you, Ryan. I'll see you're 16 and raise you 17. This is good information to have too. It's considerably cooler than it was. So I'm going to get my thing rebaited and back out there. I'll catch up with the chat once I deal with the fish. Oh, I'm going to have to grab my phone to take pictures and stuff. So, all right. I can't remember if that double hook rig was skipjack or shad. Oh, well, we're putting skipjack on it. And he hit the top bait, which is kind of crazy because the top bait's about 2.5, 3 foot off the bottom. And I'm only in. Oh, no, I'm in 6 foot. So that's about 50% of the water column. That's not too crazy, actually. I'm almost positive it was skipjack because I'm pretty sure I casted my shad out. So we're going to go back in kind. Come on. Everything on, literally everything on this rod is Catfish Sumo except for the reel. The reel is Abu Max 60. It's my least favorite bumping reel of all the bumping reels I have, but it's only because the ratio is really slow. If it had a higher ratio, it would probably be one of my favorite. The only thing that stinks about drifting with the wind is I can't increase my speed to get my bait out. I kind of just have to rely on Mother Nature to do her job. I could cast it, but I don't like casting my double hook rigs out when I'm dragging. I'll cast my single hook rigs out, not without a care, but there's too many. Ooh, this one just got a hit. There's too many things that can go wrong casting a double hook rig out. Oop, this one's getting hit. This one's getting hit. This one's getting hit. Come on, bud. Every now and then, if I'm getting a hit, I just let a little line out. What that does is it stops that bait right in front of their nose, and then they only have a choice: either hit it or swim away. When you're dragging and you're consistently going a certain speed, they can just swim behind it, swim behind it, swim behind it, and it gives them a choice of when they want to hit it. All right, we'll let more line out of this once I get this fish situated. I'm going to have to take this phone off of this mount here for a second. I don't know if it'll mute me. We'll figure it out. I'll submit my fish after the tournament's done. All right. Oh, you guys can still hear me? Oh, this is sweet. You gotta go right side down, left side up. If I had my camera on this phone and I had my camera on that, you guys would literally be watching me. Oh, that's such a neat idea. I need to figure out how to turn that. I gotta do it on this phone next time. This one's getting a hit. Oh, crap. All right, I'm just gonna take this one's picture. I think there's a fish on. All right, 18. We got 18 and a half on this dude. He's been out long enough. Sorry, he's gonna be upside down. Oh, I'm in the weight tournament. Son of a. All right, well, I have 2 pounds. All right, am I back? All right, so next time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have that phone as the phone back here as the main phone, and then that I'm talking into, and then I'm gonna have this phone as that phone, because then I can control which screen is on and off. Okay, all right, I got it. Granted, this phone's camera is worse, so yeah, decisions. Oh, I've been doing this wrong this whole time. The chat's so much better when it's up and down. I can see so much more. I've had this phone on landscape the whole time over here. Oh my god, I can see so many more comments. All right. All right. I'm all the way up at the exactly. That shows you have to respect. We all cuss. We just try not to on a live. No matter the political opinion, it's effed up. Oh no, I agree. It's effed up. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Thank you, Ed. A few more days to go. It brought her luck today. Blah blah. Fish on, fish on. Thank you, Josh. The girl sure had fun. Okay, I'm good. I think I'm caught up. So for the people on the live, we'll say I have 18 inches and 2 or 3 pounds or so. I've got a feeling I'm going to be way too lazy and not bring any fish in like I did last time. All right. As far as caught fish, skipjack 1, every other bait 0. Josh, I would, but he's way too far. I mean, he could probably hear me. Ryan! Josh Thompson says hi. Josh Thompson, Thompson's Outdoors. He said hello. What's your score right now? What's your score right now? I'm beating you. I got 18 and a half. Ryan just said, there's my other 2 and gave me double middle fingers. Ugh. What's going on here? Oh, really? Son of a. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do a YouTube video here. I think the live is all I'm going to do for here. Can't wait to co-host. What are you guys co-hosting? What's going on? Plug it away. Also, again, I can't thank you. The guys who shared it, I really can't thank you enough. That's really cool. That was completely unsolicited. And if Ryan's in this chat right now, unsolicited means I didn't ask them to. Anyone who's watching, yes, I am sitting sideways in my kayak. No fear at all of falling out. I'm actually going to. Oh, this is actually nice. And my seat's raised a good, I don't know, 6 inches off the. At least 6 inches off the deck. Yeah, the speed ain't that bad at all. With the planer boards out there, it dropped me from like 0.8 to 0.6, 0.5. When you're in a kayak, if you run real big planers, that can knock a tenth or two off your speed. No problem, Hooks and Hammock. If you want to shoot me a message on Facebook, I'll let you know if that's the one I got. And then because I won't remember if you don't shoot me a message. And then what I could do is, if it's not what I got, I'll let you know exactly. I'll shoot you the link to exactly what I'm using. I have ideas too for like my rods. I'm thinking about like jimmy rigging one to a rod and having it. I don't know. I think it would be cool. I don't have the logistics done in my head. Because the direct shot on the rod, everyone's done. I don't think anyone has like a off to the side shot while you're reeling a fish in, where you actually see the rod bend as they reel the fish, like at the rod. All the another hit on a double hook rig. All the angles that I can think of seeing in the past when the GoPro's on the rod is just straight down. We guys had another hit. This one, we just went boom, boom, boom. All 3 rods just got hit. Ed Evans. Oh, Jody paid? That's funny. I hope she didn't pay much. This one's getting hit. I don't know if you guys can see it. Whoop, there we go. Stay on. No, he's still, they're so small, you can't tell if they're still there. Nah, he's out. He's off. He's off. Ooh, that's a decent hit. That's a decent hit. All right, for this lake, that's a really good hit. For this lake, that's a really good hit. I don't know if you guys can hear me. What stinks though is I have a bait knot out. Darn. Okay. When you're another problem about using the wind to drift on a kayak, if it's a big fish, they can pull you up. Problem with that is all your other lines are now coming at you. Like on Hoover, I was doing this. I mean, I could always spot lock if I wanted to, but At Hoover, I was doing this. I caught like a 30-pound blue or whatever, but it was pulling me against the wind. And all of my lines ended up wrapping around me, getting caught on my trolling motor. It was a nightmare. Oh, no. All right. Don't pop off, bro. Don't pop off. Don't pop off. The trick was it was as simple as just changing the direction changing the direction we were going. How you hook, bud? I can't see it. Netting fish in this net from this lake is kind of embarrassing, but it's the only one I got. The one I usually use, I gave to Ryan. All right, double hook rig. Top hook got hit again. Oh no, this isn't a double hook rig. Let's see. Is that the shad? Yeah, I think that's the shad. We're going to get our rods back out real quick. We're clearly getting into fish, so I'm gonna get this one back out. I still got my. Oh, it's still in good shape too. Nice. We're gonna get this one back out real quick first. He's not on any hot surface, so we're good. Yeah, as much as I want to get my rods out, if I felt like we were endangering the fish in any way, I would just be saying, screw it. Ain't no tournament is worth any fish's life. I don't care if it's like a 15-inch channel cat or a 100-pound blue. Their only crime is eating, so we shouldn't be torturing them if we can avoid it. I think that was on skipjack. I'm almost positive that one was on skipjack. So that makes 2 fish landed skipjack. Yep, that was skipjack. 2 fish landed skipjack. I've gotten a bunch of hits on the shad. I just haven't landed any, so. All right, clip that off. Your one-man show in the kayak. This bait is useless now. Let's get a little chum action out there. All right. I'm gonna go and cut a piece of skip up. Two down, 4 to go. Our fish limit today is 6. And got our skip. I got 2 in the boat. I think Ryan's still only got 1. A tournament like this, though, sometimes don't matter about size. If you land your 6, that's what wins you the tournament. So we're gonna get this cast and put that planer board on, and then we're gonna come back to this rod, get this planer board on, and then we're gonna handle the fish. Now, when you're drifting, you got to remember everything's backwards. I got to put my port side board on the starboard side and vice versa. All right, that board's going out. Let's do this board. For anyone who's new, tip, push or have your rod tip behind you grab your line. Grab your line before you grab your board. Makes life easier, especially if you're vertically challenged like myself. All right, clip that on for a second. Everything's pulling correctly. Very good. Get that board out correct. So yeah, they're hitting with the wind, going 0.5 to 0.8. I haven't seen this go over 0.8, but I haven't seen it going under 0.5 either. So faster baits with the wind. Very good. And all 3 rods have now caught a fish. Oh, no. 2. I had a hit on this one. That's why I rebaited it. All right, we'll finish fixing the rods once I measure this fish. Oh, come on. Oh. In a kayak park, the only thing that stinks about that one over-the-shoulder camera angle is when you spin, sometimes it catches your rod behind. Showing you guys this fish. It might be a $250 fish. You never know. We gotta chill. We measure our fish right side down, left side up, all blues and channels. This is a channel only lake essentially, so there ain't no blues. All right, let me take this off and picture this fish real quick. How do I? All right. Ooh, I almost just stepped on the fish. You have to have your identifier in the photo. In this case, it's GLSM. Channels are so hard to get the lay on their side sometimes. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, he just keeps on flipping onto his belly. This is so annoying. You're allowed to hold them down, but I try not to if I don't have to. Come on. Ow. And these size channels are the ones that fin you the worst. I think I'm just going to hold them down. I can't because my identifiers. All right, am I back? Oh, I was just talking for a while. A trick that I was going to say is if you're in an online tournament, put your hand in front of your phone after you're done taking the pictures of your fish. That way, when your next fish comes in, you know, and if you're doing what I'm doing, submitting the fish at the end, you know which fish is which while you're submitting them at the end. You can submit as many pictures of you want as the same fish, just in case the fish is in a bad spot, but good. Like, let's say you have 3 pictures taken, 2 have deduction reasons, but 1's perfect. What I do is I delete the 2 that have deductions. Ow! And I keep the 1 with no deductions. Ugh. And that's your score. Your scoring picture, I mean. So, Ryan, I have 37 inches. What you got, boy? Honestly, I don't care if I win. I just want to beat Ryan. Where am I? I just ate. Hey, good night, Martin. Shelby going to co-host a show with Butterflies and Sunshine. Oh, that's cool. Circle. Oh, hey. One of the best live guys of all time. Clint Seeger. Clint, this guy is Kayak Mike, and this guy sucks at fishing today. All right, we're going to get our lines out a little farther now that we're not dealing with a fish. I just realized my sound wasn't going while I was picturing the fish there for a little. I can't remember what it did and didn't get on camera, so I'm just going to not repeat myself. I'm sure I'll say it again on the next fish. But Clint, to catch you up, I'm in a, oh no, I see Ryan with a rod up. We don't want him catching fish. I'm in a tournament I'm actually competing in. Ohio Lake Series on a Channel Cat Lake in Ohio, Grand Lake St. Mary's. It does have flatheads, but you don't target them, especially in tournaments. I mean, I guess you could target them when you're not in tournaments, but I wouldn't waste my time. It's your best 6. Ryan and I are in the weight division as well. And I just realized I dumped back another fish. We'll say that one was 2.5 pounds as well. So I got 2 fish, 37 inches, 5 pounds. And Clint, you would be so proud of me if you saw this setup, dude. My mic. Ooh, this one just had a hit. There we go. Come on. My mic is in the back of my kayak right now. My other phone. I'm running a hotspot on the camera on the front, or phone on the front with the camera angle. Come on, hook up. Oh no, Ryan's rod's up again. I don't like that. He's just fixing his baits. Okay, good. We got one ding tapping this one. Come on, finish the job. When they're so small, it's so hard not to reel down on them, but like, come on. He's still, I wish you guys could see it. He's still there. I literally just put that dang line out. If he's not on, I don't want to go reeling it in again. We'll take a sip of water before we reel down on him. Because I'm not running red clips. I run red clips when I feel like there's a chance for snags. I ain't running red clips on Grand Lake St. Mary's. It would just be a waste of time. I'm running Scotty clips. Alika Rack, what's up? Sheen's got a double. Get it, boy! On him! I got 2 as well. Ryan, what you got? So Sheen's got 2. I got 2. Ryan is rebaiting? I don't know. Don't mess up your picture. It's amazing how just the little switch of going with the wind as opposed against the wind. Oh, yep, that's good. There we go. There we go. There we go. Fish on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. This one don't feel bad for Grand Lake. I wonder if I can get him around. Yeah, I should be able to get him around on this side. Get him, Shane. I'm on number 3. If I land him. How big? Sheen just did a woo. So if I ever did merch, that would be on him. That would be on it. That's not the smartest thing ever, but whatever. Now, for reference, a 5 to 10 pound channel cat here is a really good channel. So if this thing's over 5, it's a really good channel. I'm bringing him to this side of the boat on purpose so I don't have to lose pressure and lift up my rods to get him underneath. Sheen, I think I got a decent one too, bud. Oh, I'm standing on my board. My board is really slippery. Oh, yeah, it's a good one. For this lake, this is a really good one. Come on. Come on. Get in the net. Woo! See, when competition's involved, it's amazing. Whoa! I almost fell out. When competition is involved, it's amazing how excited you can get over a 25-inch fish. All right. We're going to let this guy settle down right here in the net for a little bit. Was that my first fish on shad? I think that was my first fish on shad, so I got 2 really small fish on skip, 1 fish on, nope, that's skipjack. So all 3 of my fish now are on skipjack. Relax, bub. Both hooks that I have are working really well. They're both the Catfish Sumo hooks. This one is the heavyweight champion. The other 2 fish, no, 2 of my fish were on this hook, the heavyweight champ, 8-aughts, 6-aught, 8-aught, and then one of the fish was on a 10-aught hangry hook. Ryan and I like to use the 10-aught hangry hook everywhere just to prove you can use it on anything, anywhere. All right, let's see here. We're going to get this rod back out in action. I have limited skips. I only have a couple left, so. Oh, wait. You guys probably can't hear me. Oh, we're getting hit. We're getting a hit on my double hook rig. I keep forgetting that my camera is behind me. Or my mic is behind me. There we go. There we go. Double. Double. So this will be fish number 4 if I land him. I am 99% sure this is on skipjack. So here we go. We might do what I just did and land him on the other side. This guy's no longer hooked. So what we're going to do while we reel this guy in is, I'm losing pressure. We're going to toss you up there. Oh, don't flip out my kayak. All right. Now let's get this guy reeled in. All right, now I got to not, don't fall out of the boat. Don't fall out of the boat, Mike. Don't fall out of the boat. Oh, this is so unadvisable. Oh, this lost all pressure on the fish. All right. The fish up there already. Right now is, I think, like in the 25-inch range. This one don't feel bad, but it gets me one fish closer to my 6-fish limit. With the sun in my face, I really can't tell how it's hooked. First fish on the bottom hook of the bottom. Oh. Whatever, we're both flipping them. Ah! All right. Another one on skip. Let's get him on hook, and let's get these rods back up in the water as fast as possible. This is on a 10-aught hangry hook. Yeah, the skip's getting absolutely ransacked. So we're gonna try and get more skip back out there. This skip seems like it's in decent shape, so I'm gonna try and save this just in case I run out. All right, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that my mic's back here, so I don't really know what you guys are. You on another one, Sheen? 26? Nice. I got one that is right around there. All right, so we're gonna. I keep forgetting that the mic's behind me, so I do apologize about that. But we got double in the boat, one in a 25-inch range, and then another one that's really tiny. We're gonna go and get these rods back out there with skipjack. That seems to be what they want to be hitting right now. Normally, I'm very anti-skipjack in a inland Ohio lake because it's not a native species here, inland. But I like running it sometimes in tournaments because it's not natural and it's a different presentation than every other angler that's fishing. Every other angler, I can guarantee, is using some form of shad, drum, skipjack, or not skipjack. What was I gonna say? Shad, drum, wiper, white bass, anything that comes naturally out of the lake. I'm sure that's what the majority of everyone's running. Skipjack is something different. So earlier, when there were 4 of us dragging essentially all next to each other, I was the only person running skipjack, and I essentially was the only person getting hits at that time. So sometimes being different is the key. All right. We're going to go a little bigger bait now that we got 4 in and we're getting consistent hits this way on only one of my 4 hooks that are out. We're going to put a skipjack head up top, and we're going to put the skipjack body section on bottom of the double hook rig. Oy. Oh, no. Everything's going so good. Don't tangle. And then after we picture these fish, we're actually going to deal with my other planer board because during all this, for all I know, that thing's been hit. And it doesn't have bait out. All right. Now we're going to get skipjack on this one. Get this one back out. You guys can't see it, but I like using like 1x3s, 1x2s on channel cat lakes, like a more vertical section. You can even cut the belly pouch out if you want. I don't think that's super necessary, but it could help. Go ahead and cast that one out. I'm going to let that go out for a little bit. Going to get my double hook rig back down. The double hook rig now has a side section to skip and a head piece. Come on, hook. Oh, I hate when that happens. Ugh. Anyone who's ran a double hook rig knows you got to like, that hook in between sometimes gets caught and you got to bounce around. This one just got to hit behind me. And sometimes when you do that, the line wraps up in the eye or the tip of your rod. All right, that one's good. We're gonna throw a board on this one now before. Actually, let's get our bait back on ice. I got so little skipjack left. That sucks. I'll get this board on. Again, a tip for anyone looking. Grab. Oh no, my GoPro. Point the tip of the rod away from you. Grab your line first before you grab the board. Come on, get out there. This one's getting hit. This one's getting hit. This one's getting hit. Are we gonna have 3 in the boat? Once this planer board is, I don't know, 50 feet away, I'm going to click it and then deal with the fish. You restarting, Shane? Oh, wow. That was a good hit. I guess we're gonna have 3 in the boat. All right, we got a itty bitty channel cat right there. We got a big channel cat right there. We got a big channel cat right there. Oh, I think he's off. No, he was just running towards me. I think, maybe, I don't know. It could be the board. It could have just been a fish outclassing himself, which is very common with channel cats. In the weight division, though, that guy's good. This guy actually doesn't seem like he's gonna be too bad. All right, we got 3. We got 3 in the boat. If I land this. Oh, I'm not landing him. He's hooked plenty good. Wow, bud, you really hit out of your. He really hit out of his class. Come on, where are you at? All right, well, this is a really good problem to have. We are 1 fish away from our limit. Let's get this guy on hook, bait out, and then we're going to deal with all 3 of these fish. Sorry, I'm sure I'm missing a lot of chat, but I finally have a good reason to be missing chat. I am nonstop rebaiting hooks and casting things out. Is this a skipjack that I put in my shad bag? There's shad. I guess I can. Now, if I get 1 more after this, which I'm assuming I will, we're going to try and increase our bait size a little bit and go after 5-pounders only. 6 5-pounders, you're probably in the money for the boat tournament. All right, come here. Now, some people might be wondering, like, hey, the fish aren't in the water for a while. They're channel cats. They're super fish. It ain't hot. There's a breeze. And my kayak is in the shade over here. And the New Canoe Unlimited has a really good filtration system. So there's water underneath through the, how do I explain it to a non-kayaker? Through the scuppers nonstop. So they're constantly being hit by water right now too. All right, while I'm here, I'm going to let my other planer board out a little bit. How many you got, Shane?
2 so far, 26 and 17.
Nice. I just landed 3, 4, 5. I got all 3 of them in the boat. Let's get this planer board out there. Shout out BCAT's planer boards. Shout out Daniel Leake and Ryan Boards for saving the company. Ooh, we got a pleasure boater going right for Sheen. Uh-oh. Sheen's about to become mincemeat. Ah. Well, that was actually a little too close for comfort. If Sheen had planer boards out, they would have ran over it. 100%. I try and give as many people the benefit of the doubt, but man, that was actually not okay. All right, we're gonna be hopping off of here. You're probably gonna lose me for a second. I need this phone for taking the pictures of the fish. I know there's 3 in here somewhere. Come here, bud. I'm just asking for my ankle to get pierced. All right. Oh, come on. All right, can you guys still hear me? Here goes. This is the smallest fish of the day so far. If Ryan still only has 1 fish, this is his big fish of the day. Oh, come on. At this size, their spine's still really hurt. All right, little 16-incher. Let's get this guy on the board. Gonna control him with my foot. Come on. All right, can you guys hear me again? All right, I can hear myself. Good. I'm in the weight to I'm just so lazy. I don't feel like dealing with the fish. This is the biggest fish of the day so far. He's probably upwards of 5.5, 6 pounds. He's not bad. You know, 5 or 6 of these you're cashing in the weight division. So see you later, bud. I don't feel like dealing with it. All right, we got 5 fish. Hold on 1 second, guys. Ryan asked me to call him, so I'm gonna mute myself and give him a call. All right. All right. I need to mute this. I need to call Ryan. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, I can hear myself. Um, I don't know if it's gonna let me keep the voice on. I have to do some administration stuff, so give me a second, guys. Anyone who's still here, thank you. I am hosting a tournament, fishing a tournament, and taking questions for the tournament from anglers all at one time. I gotta go judge some fish. I will catch up to the chat once I'm done. Oh, I don't have the newest fishing chaos on this phone, do I? Ah, great. Let's hope this works. If you want to watch online catfishing tournaments on the Fishing Chaos app, go to Trail Club, look up online catfishing tournaments, click on tournaments, scroll all the way down to Ohio Lake Series. Once you're there, click on Grand Lake St. Mary's, and you can watch oh, I'm getting a hit. Crap. You can watch the leaderboard there. The current leaderboard is what? All right, am I back? Hello? Whatever. What's going on? Can you guys feel me? I got a fish on. I'm really sorry, guys. Trying to do the whole be a host, be a competitor. This is my sixth fish. I might have to. I'm catching a lot of fish, but I unfortunately might have to hop up here on my main phone. It's not letting me for whatever reason go. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but it's not letting me for whatever reason go to the app on my backup phone. It says there's no people signed up and no fish submitted, which isn't right. So this is my sixth fish for the leaderboard. Can you guys hear me at least? If anyone's still there, if my line's even still going. I have no idea. Whatever. I never claimed I was good at this. That one's actually not bad. Are you fucking kidding me? Shit. Man, you gotta be. All right, I got my limit. Time to go big baits. Can you guys hear me? Oh no, I just did a lot of swearing. Eh, Is there? If there's anyone left here, just say yes in the chat, please, because I have to grab my main phone and do some administration stuff. It's been a cluster the last like 2 fish, so sorry about that, guys. You guys were like really, I mean, really cool here during the gala. I took a pound and a half. I was catching a lot of fish. But doing the administration of an online event, fishing an online event, and doing a live on 2 phones is a little difficult. All right, I need to take my main phone off real quick and go check the tournament. Some people have questions. So I caught my tournament with it. If my live ends up cutting off right now, that's probably the end of my live because I don't want to create a new one. But if it don't cut off when I leave the app, or not the app, but the website for a second to check out the tournament, then I'll stay live. I'm heading straight for a buoy. You gotta be kidding me. This is a 4-mile wide lake. The buoys are miles apart, and I'm heading right for one. And my planer board clip don't want to go the right way. There. That line's getting hit right here in front of me. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta do some administration stuff. Still here? All right, can everyone hear me? With 2 hours to go, I am in first. John Ratliff, I believe, is in second. Ryan's in third. I just took a quick glance at the scores. I had to go DQ a fish. Someone asked me to DQ a fish. If you want to look at the leaderboard, I mean, I'm not sandbagging. I'm clearly not sandbagging because I'm live, but I haven't submitted any of my fish yet. Because I'm just gonna do it once I get off the live. But I have 6 fish. I have a 24, a 22. We'll just say 318s. So 24, 22 is 46. 318s is 54. So 54 plus 46 is 54 for 90, and then my last one's 17. I think I'm at 107, and I think second place right now is in the 70s. But they're in the 70s with I think only 4 fish. So I'm in I might have a big lead by a number, but there's two. I'm pretty sure there's 2 more fish to go on Bortz and Ratliff. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool to know at the 2-hour point I have the lead. Now, hello? Okay. I don't know if it just got windier or if my ears are just worse. This whole time I've been able to hear myself through my other phone. I haven't been able to for a while. I'm going to try and catch up on the chat. There was a really long period I just couldn't look. Hello, I was at Clint. Okay. Hey, Hooks and Hammond, thanks for saying how long as you did. Oh, cool. Skipjack fishing on a kayak's a lot of fun. All right. Here, let me just do the math. We'll say 24, 22, 46, 18, 64, 18, 82, 18, 100, 17, 117. A lot of my 18 inchers were like 18 and a half. My 22 incher was like 22 and a half. So I'm minimum 117. Poundage, I would say 6, 10, 13, 16, 21. I'm probably 21 pounds right now with 2-pounder to call. So when and just like classic kayak Mike fashion, the fact that I'm even submitting fish and the measurement division is amazing. But I signed up. I just donated $60 to the Grand Lakes St. Mary series. I guess that's gonna be my thank you to them for letting us put on a tournament alongside of them. I just don't feel like I'm just lazy. I just don't feel like dealing with the fish. I have my way of keeping them alive right here, and I just don't feel like doing it. All right. But seriously, everyone who's staying, thank you. My lives are normally very, very low counts. It's like 3 to 5 the whole time. Jody, Hammocks, anyone else who shared the live, thank you very much. I might go into YouTube editor after this and just cut the first 3 hours or cut the first, whatever, 2 hours. I'm going to use this win for a couple hundred more feet past this buoy and then go and restart. And then honestly, I'm just going to do that drag until 10 and call it a day. Shane, where you at? Score-wise, what do you think? You got fish on right now? Chat. All right. Chat's died down. That's had a hit. I'm gonna stretch my legs out here. Actually, I'm gonna check the number of people in the chat. If we're like down to 5 or whatever, when I go to restart this, I'll probably just call it quits for the live. That way I can go and submit some fish. And it's granted I am live. In our world, it's kind of shunned upon not to submit your fish immediately. Everyone knows I'm live, so it's one thing, but it's like it's no fun to watch a leaderboard with no fish on it throughout the day. Like that's kind of the exciting part about it. And if you want to draw more people to the sport, you got to make the sport as exciting as possible. And having a leaderboard with nothing on it, except for a few seconds at the end, is boring as hell. There's no storylines, no nothing. All the best tournaments that are on TV, etc., you see there. You see everything in real time. All the MLF, all the bass tournaments, all the good ones are all real time. For anyone still watching, when I restart my drag, I'm actually not going to go over what I just did. I'm going to go a little more north because we launched out of the northeast corner of the lake. I'm going to go a little more north. That way, when I do my next drift drag back, I'm closer to the ramp. You got to be back at the ramp by 11 for your score to count for the weigh-in division. I'm not keeping my fish. You guys have seen me put them all back, so it doesn't really matter for me. What's your score? No, what's your overall score? Wait, what's your overall score? You can't be in first because I got 1-7. Well, I'm not on the board yet. I got 117. Ryan and John have like 80. All right. So 97's in first on the app as we speak, which means I got him by 20 inches. How many fish does John have? Yeah. Please say 6. Don't say 5. Please say 6. Please tell me he has his limit. If he has his limit at 97, that's going to make me feel a lot better. Does he have 5 or 6? Wait, how many fish does John have submitted? Ah! All right, so John has 97 inches with 5 fish submitted, which means he doesn't have his bag yet. I have my bag. My bag's truly probably 119, 120. I underestimated at 117. John's at 97 with a fish in hand, so he needs a 20-incher essentially to catch up or pass me. I was really hoping he had 97. Sheen just told me a breakdown of the scores. I was really hoping that he had 97 with 6 fish, not with 5 fish. Because the limit today is 6 fish. We literally mimicked everything that Grand Lake St. Mary's is doing. That way, there's no confusion, there's no questions. If you fish both, you just got to worry about one set of rules. The only difference with our division and their division is they have an over rule. So 28 inches and up for a channel. What? No. Hush, I'm live. I'm live. I lost my train of thought. Crap. The only difference is we have an unlimited leaderboard, we can just, you catch a fish, you picture a fish, you throw the fish back. It's just nonstop. It's your best 6 fish, period. You can have 6 30 inches on your board at the end of the day. Because we're not keeping fish. We don't have to worry about the culling rule. Everything's online. Catch, photo, release. Their rules are you can only have as many overs as you're legally allowed to have. So as an individual fisherman in the weight division, I'm only allowed to bring back 1 over 28-inch fish, and my other 5 would have to be under. Which on this lake, you don't really have to worry about too much. I don't have a single over yet, so my 6 fish score right now, weight-wise, would be roughly 21 pounds with a 2-pounder to cull. I'm just too lazy to. But I like donating to their tournament. That doesn't bother me. I don't know if my mic was actually on when I said this earlier. I just consider that my thank you donation to them letting us run a tournament alongside their series. All right. If anyone is still left, put something in the chat. Because I'm considering hopping off here soon and restarting this drag. All right, let's see. Oh, is my camera not even on? Was my camera just off that whole time for the 5 people who are still here? My cell phone screen was black. Shane, when do you want to restart? We got a little less than 2 hours left. I'm going to be reeling in here soon, going a little more north and restarting. I'm sorry, Travis. I didn't realize my front cell phone was off. Sorry about that. Oh, well, dude, I'm reeling in like 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to go north and I'm going to restart. I'm going to go up like 15 minutes and restart. All right. That's a good idea considering you have no idea how to navigate a lake. Funny story. So when Sheen launched, we literally sent him a screenshot of where we were on the lake. He told me where he launched from, and I said, we are directly south of you. Just go straight south. This guy went more west than south. We were 2 miles south of him, tops. He ended up going like 4 miles west and 2.5 miles south. And we're like, where are you? So he sends us a screenshot where he's at. And I'm like, dude, you're 3 miles west of us. How the hell did you get there? So I'm yelling, like, I'm looking for him. Well, I finally see him way off in the distance, and I can see his nose is pointed north. So I told him, I'm like, turn right. We are east of you. So he does like a 180. And then I see his nose facing south. And I'm like, turn left. You're going south. We're east of you. I just nautically challenged. He's got a fish. He has a fish on right now, maybe a double. I just don't like. I like fishing when I'm in these like big soup bowl lakes. I like fishing the middle. I don't like fishing the edges, and we're not close. Probably a half mile away, but I don't want to. I just gotta hit. I don't want to be there. Like we'll catch fish here. I just don't think we're gonna catch the quality we're looking for now. And when we restart this drag, we're gonna put regular baits on. Right now, what I have on, I have 2 skipjack heads on, and I have 2 skipjack side sections on the double hook rigs. Well, I have a single skipjack head on the outside planer board rods, and I have a double hook rig with skipjack side sections on. I think what we're gonna do is mix our bait up again and throw, a shad headpiece, a bigger shad side section on, maybe the dragon rig, and go back to normal side sections of skip on the outside rods. Did you land that fish? Did you land that fish? What? He what? I'll teach you how to tie hooks. All right, since you didn't, I'm gonna start reeling up now. Then, since you got a line in. No, hey Sheen, don't retie now. Restart. Get 2 rods out, then retie. That'll maximize your time. As much as I want to win, and beat them, I also don't want to. Oh, this headpiece got taken. That figures. As much as I want to win and beat him, I also don't want him to be losing time with his baits in the water. He's my friend, but he's my competitor. I don't like beating people who are. I want them at their best. Period. I know that's kind of abnormal to some people in this world, but I was no, I probably shouldn't talk about that. Sure, I will. I was an upper level athlete, and in high school, all state 3 sports, and there was no such thing as the best athletes not training with each other, not competing against each other, not sharing secrets. Like, it's weird. Fishing's one of the only things that at the highest level, people want everything, not even at the highest level, but like people want everything to be a secret. I'm just like, if you're good, you got nothing to worry about. There's a very common denominator. Like when I see people complaining about people helping each other online, it's rarely somebody I respect. Or it's rarely somebody who's constantly doing well in tournaments. Also, if you're good at something that involves a money entry fee, you are taking money out of your own pocket if you are discouraging other people from signing up. That's just the way I look at it. I had like Ohio River blue cat bait on that last drag. All right, we're gonna go back to. Huh? Yeah, I'm all in. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to put my bait away, and if you want to roll up and say hi to the live, you can do that. The guy coming up, he ran over Kayak Catfish's line at Uber. I'm swap him up. Ugh. Oh yeah. Oh man, what's going on with this? My screen keeps shutting itself off for some reason. It's freezing them off. Yeah, I don't know why. I wonder if it's not recognizing this as like an active map. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's the one, but the phone is like, yeah, like all my, I have my mic on that phone, so I can't. Oh, I forgot I actually did that. I had my motor up 1 click. That was almost. All right, I'm gonna go this way, like I don't know, a half mile and up at the same time, and then I'm gonna start there. You have no headlamp. You have no headlamp? I have headlamps, but I haven't made it that far yet. Still a work in progress. I forgot mine too. I'll just say that. Alright, I'm going up. They're just high enough to start. I gotta stop. Oh man. Oh. I might be cutting a line. The waves are just high enough to like really suck. But I don't want to go this slow to move up. Yeah, this is the end of the line. Sorry guys, I'm out of here.